It's week 6 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. He comes in 3rd in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Eagles, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on that run. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Chubb takes this handoff, running left. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Here now, 3rd and 5. A run with Hines. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Hurts to the air on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, He breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. On third down, it's Hurts. That one is caught by Campbell. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. Now a man who made the move inside the division. It's Saquon Barkley. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will extend to a 10-0 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is at 10, so the ball comes out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. We check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend, and you see he is currently 2nd in that category. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. To the left side, it's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Hurts to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by D'Anthony Bell.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Chubb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Into the hands of Myles Garrett. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Chubb, heading left. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Cleveland.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Moore going in motion. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, You better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. Hurts working in the pistol. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Open man, Devontae Smith. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hurts again. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some... Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. He's going to try it here again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They will indeed go as they... Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A tight end in motion now. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Hit as he threw it, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Throwing is Hurts. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far, and this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Moore going in motion. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Naheem Hines. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here is Anais Smith. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, second and a yard. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the... This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Chubb. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. The rookie, Quinyon Mitchell, up to make the play defensively. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. So we are through 3. We'll return with more. Third and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. On the read, he's going to try and run with it. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Now Hurts. Taking off.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And that one incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. But
big opening up the middle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's into the end zone. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down. Hurts going to hold on to this one. Inside the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. No handoff. He'll keep it himself to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. On the ground, this is Barkley. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.